the trust of little Ayaan. The golden hues of the setting sun bathed the small village in a warm glow. Birds chirped as they returned to their nests, and a gentle breeze rustled through the date palms. In a quiet courtyard, Ayaan, a bright-eyed 10-year-old boy, sat beside his grandmother, Amma Jaan, eagerly waiting for his evening story.
Amma Jaan, tell me a story about our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Ayaan pleaded, his voice filled with excitement. His grandmother smiled, adjusting her shawl.
Tonight, my dear, I will tell you a story not just about our Prophet, peace be upon him, but about the power of Tawakkul, trusting in Allah completely.
Ayaan's eyes sparkled with curiosity.
What is Tawakkul, Amma Jaan?
She chuckled.
It means relying on Allah with full faith, even when things seem difficult. Many years ago, during the time of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, two merchants set out on a journey across the vast Arabian desert. Their camels were loaded with goods, and they were eager to reach the next town to sell their wares. As they traveled, dark clouds gathered over the horizon, and a powerful sandstorm began to rise. The winds howled like wild beasts, and the merchants struggled to hold onto their camels. The first merchant panicked. He shouted, "We are doomed. The storm will bury us alive." He frantically tried to shield himself, but fear consumed him. The second merchant, however, remained calm. He knelt down, covered his face from the sand, and whispered a dua.
Hasbunallahu wa ni'mal wakeel.
Sufficient for us is Allah, and He is the best disposer of affairs. Quran 3 of 173.
Ayaan, do you know what happened next?
Amma Jaan asked. Ayaan shook his head eagerly.
Tell me.
The storm raged on, but the merchant who had put his trust in Allah remained patient. When the storm finally passed, he stood up to find himself safe, his camels unharmed, and his goods intact. The first merchant, however, had lost many of his supplies because he let fear control him.
Ayaan sat in deep thought.
So, the second merchant survived because he trusted Allah?
Exactly, my dear.
Amma Jaan nodded.
Our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, also faced many hardships, but he always had Tawakkul. Remember when he was in the cave with Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, while enemies searched for them?
Ayaan's eyes widened.
Yes. The cave of Thor.
Indeed. Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, was afraid, but the Prophet, peace be upon him, reassured him by saying,
لا تحزن إن الله معنا.
Do not be sad, indeed Allah is with us. Quran 9 of 40. And just like that, Allah protected them from harm.
Ayaan smiled.
I understand now, Amma Jaan, no matter what happens, I should always trust in Allah.
She patted his head lovingly.
Yes, my child.
Make effort, do your best, and leave the rest to Allah. He never abandons those who trust in Him.
That night, as Ayaan prayed before sleeping, he whispered the dua of Tawakkul, feeling a deep sense of peace in his heart.